Question is, can we get Dylan off his laptop for this episode?
No.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name is Dutch.
My name is Jules.
My name is Angelic Dylan.
Double angelic today. It's gonna be like, oh,
You do
the wings? No,
Yeah.
not gonna do that.
No, it's got to come out of here.
It'll take me the rest of the year to do this grabbing.
Was it an X-Men?
Angel?
Yeah.
Angel.
Well, whatever. Today,
Angel?
can I see your laser sword? Today, welcome back to the Ultimate Spirits Competition, which is our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subject it to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, we're going to be drinking a 17-and-a-half-year-old bourbon.
Wow.
From the Jim Beam Distillery called Hardin Creek.
Wow.
Let's take a look at this bottle. So this is a little series that they've been putting out. There have been a few of these. This is called Jacob's Well. I believe this is the second batch, aged 211 months. And if you do the math, it's a little over 17 and a half years. 109 proof, column distillation, and double distilled. Let's look at the back. We got a little piece of literature book here, a little literature book. If you want to look at the literature book, that's what it looks like. It's got all kinds of writing in here. You could read that if you cared. But you can see here it does say number 2, which does not mean poo. It just means it's the second one. These come in a box or a canister or something?
No. Well,
The Boston one does.
I didn't-
The Boston one somewhere, but Dylan doesn't like flair, so he threw that away. This is a Jim Beam product, right? Like, what's the deal? Like, why? How much is it? Give me all this. Give me all the stats, man.
yeah,
Pass the glass down.
so I picked this up for $189.
You said 185.
You didn't mention the leather thing.
It has a leather thing.
So I think they're trying to do something slightly different. It's a mix of low and high rye mash bills. I think they wanted to see if they can find. I mean, they have like a variety of releases under Hardin's Creek label now.
Yeah.
Right? And so I wanted to review this because I want to know what this personality is going to be like moving forward. Like, why? Why do we have another thing, right? I mean, you have Jim Beam. Why don't you make Jim Beam really good, right? Why don't you add to that name and stop, like, diluting everything to all these, like, mediocre releases?
So this one apparently pays tribute to the well that Jacob built in 1795.
Yes. It's the well that basically watered the corn that Jacob Beam used.
Wow. So this is, as you said, a blend. And any other thoughts? Any other speculation?
So I have high expectations for this. This is supposed to be the premium line, right? Really well-aged version.
So is this the oldest Jim Beam stuff we've ever seen, essentially? I mean, like, because I'm thinking about, like, Booker's never has an age statement, really.
Those are younger.
I mean, there's the Jim Beam 12, right? It was export. That was not very good.
Not very good.
So, yeah, I'm intrigued by this. And
They have the Jim Beam, what's the travel exclusive one? I just saw it. I passed on that.
oh, the one that, it's like a square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, we're going to taste this one and score it, and we'll be back in a jiffy. I know, I almost bought it.
Yeah, I almost bought
It's like a 15-year, right?
Lineage.
Yeah, there you go. That's finished, though, isn't it? Sherry finished or something?
$250 in 15 year.
Finished?
Is it sherry or not?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, I must be thinking of the Jim Beam Heritage or whatever it was, the finished one. How much was this? 170?
185 paid. Or he said 189.
What does it go for, like, if I wanted to buy it online right now?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like $250 if I wanted to buy it right now, minimum. Yeah, me too. All right, guys. We've had some time to taste. We've all scored it. I think at least 2 out of 3 of us feel a little bit perplexed about this one. Jules didn't let on, even though we can see his score because he just puts his
I have
card
nothing to
right
hide.
Let's reveal our initial scores. Of course, this can change as we discuss it. But actually, first, Jules is going to tell you about our scoring system.
Right. Thank you, Dutch. We have 10 categories that add up to 100 that include aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. And you can medal in our competition. We score 60 and up, and you go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
All right, let's reveal our initial scores. I just have to say before I reveal my initial score, when I taste this, I feel like it should score a lot higher than what I ended up scoring it.
Really?
Really?
I don't know why.
That is weird.
That is.
I feel like it could have been the flip. I feel like I could have ended up scoring it very high and then tasting it and being like, is it really that high? But I don't know. Anyway, I gave it a 79.
I gave it a 79.
I gave it an 83.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe we're all about in the same wheelhouse here.
Yeah.
I definitely want to talk about this one. It's very interesting.
Very,
let's
very
kick it off.
good release, I have to say.
Yeah. Let's kick it off with
think?
aroma. Arguably my favorite part of this, a 9.
I give it
I'm
an
thinking
8.
about going up to a 9 because I don't know what the flaw is other than it, I can nose the alcohol a little bit.
Exactly.
For
dropped
such a low proof,
Yeah.
I'm like
Fact
shocked that I'm
the
getting
ethanol hit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just
and
was
then I wasn't sure if it was overwhelming. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was inconsistent on that.
It was cherry fruit candy. It was like a red Jolly Rancher. It was like a red Otter Pop. It was like any
It's
red
like
candy.
jams and fruits and yeah, I'm gonna go up to 9.
sugar.
I like this.
I
I
really
really
like
like
the nose.
this. Yeah, 9.
The nose
I give it a 9.
is really
ethanol hit, though,
enjoyable. I don't know. I mean,
It's not perfect because of the little bit
Yeah.
of that ethanol, but
It's enough
Man.
to twinge the nose, though, man.
I don't know. It
Yeah,
didn't
this is
bother me.
really, really good.
The
This is
sweets are
quality.
there. The fruits are there, and it's a candied fruit. Like it's candied to me. Like
no, for me it's not candy.
It's gotten over that edge.
jam. It's like
It's jammy.
there's
jam.
a lot of sweet.
It's like jam,
hard
and then
candy.
another layer of jam.
yeah.
No, I'm serious.
It's like
not
you know
even
what?
kinda through.
There's like strawberry jam.
Yeah.
Grape jam.
Raspberry, grape.
Yeah.
No, raspberry, man.
This is hard
Boysenberry.
candy. Hard
Boysenberry.
candy.
More boysenberry.
Hard candy
Boysenberry.
sweet for me.
It's like that, a little bit of the tartness from the boysenberry.
Anyway, I love the nose. I mean, I this is one I think overall preferred the nose to the palate. The palate is so interesting. Let's move on to flavor. I struggled with this number, but I gave it a 17.
17.
I give it an 18.
Okay, so maybe we're not that far. I mean, the Jim Beam nuttiness really comes through,
Yes.
but there's almost something underneath it, almost like a briny, grainy kind of thing. And it might just be the peanutty, nutty thing, but there's good fruits. There's a lot of spice that carried through the entire length of the palate. Like it was good. It wasn't as fruity as the nose, which was kind of almost threw me off.
You know
No,
what?
you know what it was? It was like a peanut butter sandwich, but like too much bread. You know?
And like you put some black pepper on it too.
or you put, that too.
I gave it an 8. I think if I had reviewed this 15 years ago, I might have agreed with you with regards to the 17. Here, the reason why I had to give it an extra point is because how they handled the oak. For a 17-year,
It's really nice.
that flavor profile with a 17-year oak barrel selection,
Yeah.
I gotta give it the extra point.
You're right.
It is very good. It is very good. It's not a 19 or a 20 because
going
it's
up.
missing a little bit of the in part of the spectrum. The floral
guess I'll
component is
go up
missing.
Yeah. As soon as you said oak and I tasted it again, I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
There's
you know. I mean, come on.
You're right. They
right?
treated
It's-
it well,
it's-
man.
And I figured out what it is
an
now. It's
enhancement.
the way the oak interplays with the nuttiness.
Yeah. And the jam.
It's
The
done
jam.
well.
It really is, you're right.
I'm only not going up to 1920 because it's missing the floral and the like the very specialized honey flavors that you get.
The sweets are not as interesting on the palate. It's the oak and the nuttiness and the spiciness that really.
Even the spice is like a nice.
very nice.
It cuts through the sweetness really nicely.
It
so
flows through the whole.
yeah, I give it an 18. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. All right, let's move on to body. A little weak for me. I gave it a 7.
This is where it was weak for me, too. I give it a 7.
I give it an 8.
It does not coat enough.
I think it
don't know.
does.
For 17 years, though, man, this should be luxurious.
Yeah,
It's just
thank
not,
you. It should be
man.
like, it should feel voluminous, and it's not. It feels
It's a
thin.
little thin.
It's thin. He's
Processing.
because he knows we're right. This is its weakest point.
It's not bad. It's a very strong 7. I would agree.
All right. You convinced me. I think it could be a little bit better, right?
I think
could be a little
it
bit
should be better, and that's
should be.
clouding my judgment a little bit, honestly.
better. All
But
right.
it's
I give it a 7. I give it a 7.
Honestly, it's only weakest point.
yeah, agreed. Agreeance. Okay, next category: complexity. 8.
I gave it an 8.
8.
Yeah,
I gave it. I had
Yeah.
to take time.
It's
I
good.
had to separate all the
process this.
flavors.
When you think about it, though, you got the oak, you got the spice, you got the sweets. There are the fruits in there. There's a decent amount going on.
Yeah, it's not. You know what? What's really interesting about this? It's not like overwhelming components. It's just there's definitely a variety. Like you could say that there's a flaw in that it doesn't give me the breadth of jams. It doesn't give me the breadth of stewed fruit. It doesn't give me a breadth of like a ripened stone fruit. Yes, it doesn't have like each category doesn't have the breadth, but it has.
Yeah, but that
It has enough of it there.
Yeah.
That like you're not missing.
That felt like a balance issue to me.
No, I didn't.
Well, let's talk.
I actually think that's actually not bad.
Well, let's talk about
me
it.
too.
Let's go there because we all agreed on complexity. Balance.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 7.
I think it's an 8.
So let me tell
This
you why.
is
Though.
very good.
It's because
It's really well balanced.
I'm tempted to go up because of what you said about the oak. I
You need
agree
to go
that
up.
the oak is well balanced, but there's something about the way the spice and the nuttiness detract from the fruits, and I don't get the
No,
fruits.
I think it enhances.
I think
and
it
I think
takes
it plays
turns.
really well.
It takes turns,
Yeah.
man.
No, I think
it's really
it plays
it's like
really well. No, it plays
playing
well
nicely.
together.
It's playing nicely. You can't
not
drink this and go,
offbeat.
wow. There's always some problem. There's no problem.
Like it doesn't stick out enough for it.
It's like
to
a Ferris
not be
wheel.
balanced.
It's like a
Yeah.
Ferris wheel. Every time, like my tongue moves,
It's gonna slosh in your mouth, but I mean, you're gonna get all of it.
yeah, I think it's
And it's not
better than a
uneven.
7.
It's
It's
not
definitely better
uneven
than a
enough.
7.
Yeah.
Like they could have gone.
You know what?
at
You know
least
why
a
I'm
point.
going to go up? It's because you're right. Dealing with 17-year-old oak and getting it like this, that deserves.
Yeah, the barrel selection here.
I'm going to go to an
You
8.
know,
Yeah, it's top.
yeah, hats off.
Well done. Well done. All right, guys. Next category: finish. Warm, spicy, fruity,
Lingers.
long. It's a
Yeah.
9. This is a 9.
It's a strong 8
I
for
give it
me
an
right
8.
now.
Can you still taste it? I can still taste it, and everything that's left is like candy, a little bit
Okay.
of pepper.
The reason
It's
I wrote this one really
nice.
fast only because towards the end of that finish there was a sour note.
A little bit. You're right, but
and that's why I docked it an additional point.
Yeah,
the
I
sweetness
agree
is
with
there.
you on that.
But-
that's where I need to interpret this.
Yeah.
Is that enough to go down to an
dock
8,
it
or is this a 9?
And you're making me rethink it
Think about
because
how
it
long
does
it is.
linger.
You can still taste it.
But what lingers is nicer than that sour hitting.
You know what I like about
And the
it? Though?
candy
It's
sweetness is there.
17 year, but I don't get like
No drying.
the gross tannic.
No drying.
No dry. Yeah,
right.
you're right. I'll go up.
Yeah, go
We've
up
tasted
to-
younger bourbon that
absolutely
has
right.
You're
horrible
right.
tannic drying
You're right.
finishes.
You're right.
They nailed it on that.
You know what?
Yeah,
okay,
you're
fine.
right. Okay, I went up 9.
All right, it's a competition. Remember, it's a competition between us more than it is a competition for the bourbon,
For the bourbon,
for the spirit. All right, guys. Next category: uniqueness. 8.
This is a 9.
I give it a 9.
9. We struggled.
Come
you know
on,
why?
man.
We struggled
Age date
to
it,
figure
and how
out
old it
what
is?
we could do with a
17?
taste off, and we
Right.
failed.
Can do it.
We failed. We don't have Jim Beam lineage. We failed. Boom.
And that's why I should give it another point for uniqueness.
I mean,
Yeah.
we came up with something, but we
It's
just don't have
unique.
it. But it is unique.
oh, is it?
And that proof point.
I mean, the only reason I didn't get the
17 years?
lineage is because I had to get something else.
And you got to give it for the bottle. I mean, look at it with the leather strapping.
Yeah.
I mean, presentation.
right.
It's there.
You're right. It's a 9.
Yeah,
I said I could be talked up. I did say that at the beginning.
you did.
All right, guys. Next category: drinkability.
This is where I could be talked up.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 9.
I give
I'm
it an
really
8
enjoying
too.
this, man. I don't know what's going on today.
You know what it is, though? It's something about the beam profile. I think it's the nuttiness that I've never been the biggest fan of.
Again, when
Like Ben Richards would give this a 10. I get that. But like,
Ben, go on our show.
what were you doing there? Like, what's this movie? I don't know. I like it, but I don't know that this is the flavor profile I reach for if I'm wanting 108 proof whiskey.
Look, Dutch.
but 17 year.
I don't like this. I love it. No, I know.
I'm loving it.
I'm just quoting Chopped. All right, so I think I could
Chopped
drink
any
this.
episode.
Yeah.
I could drink this. I'll grab it. I'm so
Any day, all
happy
day,
I have a
every day.
backup. I
feel like it's a
I'm
mood-
actually excited that
I think
I
it's a
have
mood
backup.
pour. This is a mood pour.
You know what? I want to give you a story. I have a backup.
All one sentence. In like
I
one
have
word.
a-
I'm gonna give you a
I have a backup on accident. Like I actually ordered.
happy about it,
I ordered both the 15 and the 17 year, and I was so mad because the liquor store messed up and they gave me 2 of these, and I'm like, now I'm just like,
It's a really strong.
I don't know,
It's a
man.
strong 8.
Look,
I see
if
you,
I
man.
if I poured this, you're gonna
Again,
be having
I
a good
wrote
day.
that 8 though, knowing
You're gonna have
because
good
I
day.
had
What I
that
say,
sour hit.
I
and
think
it's like,
if I go back to my bar after I've had this, you know what I'm pouring? I'm pouring other things in this proof range for comparison. I'm pouring a Weller 107.
yeah, at half the
grateful.
price.
Huh?
Grateful.
At half the price.
I'm pouring a lot of other things as a comparison. There's just something about the nuttiness of Beam that I like it. It's fine, but it's not necessarily my mojo. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my 8. 8's still a very good score.
Fine.
All right, guys, finally, now we're going to move out of flavor in our discussion of the experience here, talk about the aesthetics and value, the non-flavor components. Aesthetics, 4.
I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5, friend.
You know what? That leather strap belt.
Yeah, the leather straps, man.
I get it.
They didn't have to do it.
The label, the stick. They
didn't have to do it.
Okay, 2 things. Number 1, this is cut off. At the top.
Printer registration issues.
Number 2, it feels heavy-handed.
As part of the
It's heavy-handed. It's like, do you need this? Are you gonna make a fake copper plastic?
Do they need to even put it in a bottle then? By that argument, you could say, you know what? Why don't you put it in a trash bag? Why don't you put it in a trash bag?
It's fine.
It stands out on the shelf. Come on, dude.
It does. It definitely does.
It's a little bit heavy-handed.
You can eyeball this.
It's heavy-handed.
You know what? Because look, if you took this out, you could squint your eyes and say, oh, is this like Jim Beam Devil's Cut?
Here's the winner. Not a single drop. Master. You gotta go up and down alone,
check
Dutch.
and mate.
You gotta go up and down alone.
I don't like the way it looks.
It doesn't matter.
Check and mate.
It works.
I don't like this. This gets in the way of the process. Like I just don't. This is dumb. This stuff up here is dumb.
You know what?
Something wrong with the muzzle.
I don't like it. This is a subjective category, and I don't like the way this looks.
Not a single drop.
I don't know.
That's all I know. That means
It is functional. If we had a functional category, I'd give it top marks. But
that's where it would go. We would go into aesthetics.
No, it does. If you travel, it keeps it in place.
I said if we had a functional category, it would get full marks.
It is.
But this is aesthetics. It's not about functionality. Functionality would be like you have a pour spout built into this thing
that we break the antler of.
I don't know. It's a strong 4. I'm not going to change that. Right. Final category, value.
This was tricky.
I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 2.
So did I.
But now I'm thinking, like, do we go up? It's 17 and a half years old.
I was thinking it should
even
be
at secondary, it looks like we can score it for under 300.
Yeah.
17 and a half years, and it's not over oaked.
No.
All right.
I mean, like, think about Elijah 18, 199, right?
150.
But usually...
It's 150.
Okay.
And you're not going to find that.
That's why I gave it a 2.
Yeah, me too. But I'm wondering, is it better? I mean,
is 3.
It's a blend. It's pretty well. I don't know. It's a very strong 2. I'm borderline going up to a 3, but
it's a strong 2.
I don't know, man.
Haven't convinced me.
Dylan's thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. I'm actually
not convinced.
All right, let me think.
That's juicy, man.
If I can get it, number 1.
Yeah. Would you buy another?
Or 250?
At 200, would you buy another?
You were so mad you got it by accident.
I don't know that I would pay 200 for this bottle.
Yeah, me too.
It's just not my jam. I can appreciate it.
You know what? I'd pay 200. I don't know if I'd pay 250.
I don't have
that's the going market rate.
You don't have this bottle right now.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah, I think I would.
You know what?
I don't think I would.
Really?
It's just not my jam.
Think about the flavor.
I can appreciate it, but I don't love it.
No. But think about people chasing after like George C. Stagg, all the B-tags, and those flavors.
I love the age statement. I love the fact that they're upfront with that. $10 a year, very fair. In this market, like I wanted to give it points for that, but like maybe it is a 3.
Yeah, I'll go up. It is a 3.
Yeah,
they could have gone crazy with this.
You're right.
Think about
they could have charged.
Going back to Russell's Reserve.
They could have charged 300.
Yeah. This is older than Russell's 13, and it's cheaper and much better. Much
way better.
Yeah, in my book, people love the Russells, but this is
no.
It's good. It's a 3, dude. You got to go up.
Oh. Sure.
You're going to go up? All right, so we all agree? 3?
I'll join the band.
All right, guys. Well, this was a very interesting discussion. Really a fun one.
This one was fun to unpack.
This was going to be...
This would be a fun one. Like, if you have this bottle and you haven't tried it, try it with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun one.
Because it's one you kind of need to talk through and think about. Like, it's really...
It's a fun one.
Surprising. All right, let's get our final tally here. Oh, did we all score the same thing? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. No. I ended up at an 83.
83.
85.
Wow. Which gives us
84.
Our official Curiosity Public score for Jacob's Well 211. It is an 83.
Ooh.
83.6. Of course, we round down here. This is the world's hardest spirits competition.
So hard.
We don't make it easy. We make it hard. which means we round down.
Make it
very good. It's a gold. I mean, like well deserving.
I agree.
I mean, this is a good bottle. It's a good bottle. Pricey, but good.
Good.
Take us out, Jules.
Accidentally have a backup.
What are you doing?
Link in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. Either way, let us know. Subscribe for more videos, Curiosity Public. That really helps our channel out. Another great way is to join Curiosity Private membership program on Patreon and YouTube. We also sell t-shirts. Links in the description. And we have a podcast, which we do update almost weekly. Check it out on the major podcast platforms. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Surprising, actually. I'm shocked.
So, do you want to just try this?
Yeah, I do.
Like,
Is it how close is
this? Isn't a taste. Same proof, unaged MGP.
Oh, it is same proof.
Bell Mead. Here, I gotta go.
I got glasses.
You can just try this glass, or I can try it and tell you if it's even worth it. Let's see.
Two different.
It's the age, right?
Can't cheat age, man.
But that's a good. It stands up to it. That's what's so surprising. It's a much more traditional.
It's just different profile, though.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
You can't cheat the age. Like the mouthfeel's not there, the finish isn't there, but the flavors punch still.
Yep.
It is punchy.
Yeah, interesting.
And the aroma. You can
Interesting. So we were thinking about doing a head-to-head with this, but we didn't end up doing it. And there you go.
That's why the
This is why we didn't do it.
Everybody
Now
gets a
you're
free
gonna
head-to-head.
Head to head.
All right. Good job, guys.
All right.
Done.
Fun talk. Straight talk.
Is this still on?
Yes.